Oh, that is a damn big cinema. Okay kids, dare we say it? It's showtime.
You're now listening to spine-tingling surround sound.
Okay, hi everyone, welcome to FilmDirt at the movies. I've just seen Beetlejuice, and as usual when I see new releases now, I come into the nearest picture house cafe to give my instant reaction. If you're regular here, you'll know I paid for my own ticket to this film, and this is a non-shield channel. Okay, what a fun movie. I really had a lot of fun with this. Just as much as I did with the first movie. Even though they're calling it a legacy sequel, it doesn't feel like they made it just for the sake of making it. It's actually a continuation of the original story, pretty much where we left off, if you don't take into account the 36 years that's elapsed. So for this film, we've got Beetlejuice played by Michael Keaton, who is over 70 years old, and we have to take that age into account. Even though he is fantastic in this role, he doesn't have the same fluid, jerky movements that he had in the original movie. But he's almost fitting into this role like a glove. Michael Keaton seems to be in very good health, and that's great to see, and it's very evident in this film. So much of the same cast have returned. There's a few notable absentees, namely the Maitlands. Geena Davis isn't here, and also not here are Alec Baldwin and Jeffrey Jones, and I just can't think why. But it's no loss, they've written their absences into the story. And I love that they did explain Charles's absence, that he was eaten by a shark and his headstone was a shark fin. That is some humour right there. So overall here, I love the little side stories. I love the little angle with Beetlejuice's ex-wife, played by the very beautiful Monica Bellucci. She's a soul sucker, according to him, which I found absolutely hilarious. And there was just some recurring jokes here, which I did genuinely find funny. We've got some good views of the afterlife now, more so than in the first film. Lots more freaks on display. And Tim Burton has had a chance to go a little bit more wild with the presentation of freaks and demons and costumes and makeup. He's thrown a lot more into the film here. And this weekend I heard some of the complaints where it kind of gets a little bit wayward, and the ex-wife's side story didn't really need to be here, but I thought it was great. I found it very funny. And if there was anything I thought was a little bit distracting, it was probably the scenes with Lydia and her boyfriend. I thought that marriage conversation went on just a bit too long. And the whole proposal scene at Charles's wake, I think it could have been cut down. And we got the message that it's not the best kind of relationship. But I love the twist with Astrid's boyfriend. I thought the whole exchange in life and death with a living person was very interesting. And how Beetlejuice dealt with that, I thought was very funny. And I mentioned that I love the extended looks into the afterlife now, with Danny DeVito popping up, and Willem Dafoe, and Bob, and the rest of Beetlejuice's staff. I love that he's now actually got staff made up of these shrunken head guys, because he was quite interested in them in the first film. And I'm not sure if they are practical effects. They look really good on camera. I don't know if they're augmented by CG. I know there's a lot of claymation scenes here with the sand serpent. I think they may have polished a few things up, but it generally does look like it's all practical. The animated claymation scenes were a great bonus. We didn't really need to see the Charles Dietz last moments being eaten by a shark. I'm wondering why they added that in, but you know what, you can overlook anything slightly odd like that. Because overall, like I said, I had a great time with this. It was all a worthy sequel. And just like other legacy sequels, like Top Gun Maverick, if you've got something interesting to say, I think why not? And it looks like Tim Burton is back to the original Tim Burton he gave us with films like Mars Attacks and Sleepy Hollow. It all looks like everyone's having fun, and especially Michael Keaton, who seems to be ageless now. And I think we need to check if he's made a deal with Beetlejuice himself. So let's give this a score. I'm going to give it the same 4.5 stars I gave the first movie. What a great fun time, and finally got another good movie in 2024. And just think, back in the day, there was talk of this being made quite a long time ago. According to Kevin Smith, it was supposed to be Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian, which I don't know, it sounds like it would have been a sequel made just for the sake of it. And sometimes you've got to wait to get a very good movie. So right now, I'm wondering if they're going to go for a third, because with this title you have to say his name 3 times, which some people may not want to do, but nothing happens. So without saying it 3 times, I'm just going to thank you for joining me for this review, and speak to you next time. Oh hell, nothing's going to happen anyway. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.